Let me start.
Okay.
Okay, so let me repeat what I was
And
telling
read
you.
it.
What? What?
Just read it. We will not make anything more.
Yeah, miss, I said that the reading competition next Tuesday, you choose any short story you would like to read. After you finish reading it, you have to to tell it again in your own words.
Miss, what day?
Oh, okay.
Okay?
Miss, is it optional or
Okay.
no?
One by one. Who wants to speak raises his computer hand. Going to mute you all. Hani, you want to say something?
Uh, like speaking when you have finished it.
Yes, like the speaking we did last week. Yes, it's similar to it. So you choose any short story you like, you read it, then you have to retell it in your own words. Thank you, Hani. Alatin, do you have any question?
Yes, what day is it on?
What?
What day is
I
it
said
on?
next Tuesday. I said next Tuesday, April 20.
Okay.
Okay. Any other questions? Sam Ftuni? Sam Ftuni, you want to ask something?
Yes, Miss. I wanted to ask you if it's optional.
Yes, it's optional.
Okay.
Okay, guys. When we finish from the reading competition, later after it, we're going to have a writing competition. It will be on April 29. During the writing competition, you have to be online with me on Zoom for 1 hour. I give you a prompt and you write about it. Also, it's optional. If you would like to participate in the writing competition, then get well prepared on April 29. If not, then it's up to you. Okay? Later, I will remind you of the writing competition. Regarding the handwriting competition, since I noticed that some of you still have a very beautiful handwriting, so I thought about making a short competition about handwriting. So I will tell you on a certain day that you have to copy to write a certain paragraph. You choose any paragraph, you write it, and you send me a picture for this paragraph, or you upload it on the application. I will tell you later. Okay? Also, it's optional. You must have a very beautiful
You
handwriting.
will tell us about what or
No, you choose any paragraph and you copy it. This is regarding the handwriting competition.
okay.
Okay? Okay, guys.
Miss, can I ask you a
Okay.
question?
Yes, Mas. Yes, Majid.
This handwriting, is it a competition or what?
A competition also.
Okay, so there's three competitions.
A competition. That's right. Okay.
Okay.
Guys, one
The
more.
handwriting. Which day?
Do we have
I
to
will
do
tell you
the
later. Hala, everything is optional. Everything is optional. And if you would like to participate, it's okay. If you would not,
Which day the
Mas, they sent a schedule on the group. I said on April 20, the reading competition. On April 29, the writing competition. And the handwriting doesn't need a specific time. I will tell you that tomorrow will be the handwriting competition and I will send you a link or I will tell you to upload it on the school's application. Okay?
okay?
Okay. Guys, one more thing. Regarding the support session on Friday, would you like to take it on Tuesday in the afternoon? On
Miss,
Thursday?
is it optional?
Which one?
The competition.
Yes, it's optional. How many times I have to say it's optional? It's
Miss,
optional.
can you repeat what you said about the afternoon?
Regarding the support session on a Friday, it's at 10. So if you would not like, I'm asking you if you would not like to take it at 10 on Friday, we can take it on Thursday in the afternoon
Can we in
Okay.
afternoon?
around 4.
This month in afternoon, it's lunchtime.
Miss, in the afternoon at 4, 4
Ah,
p.m.
okay.
We want it at 4.
Yes, so on Thursday, we're going to have the support session on Thursday at 4. Okay?
Yeah.
If you would like to attend.
Yeah, I want.
Okay, great. So let's start with our lesson now. So please, all of you stay muted. Okay, yesterday we explained the phonics lesson, which is the closed syllabus. I hope that you have revised it and go over the exercises. Some students told me that they solved the exercises excellent. If you have any questions, any question, or you want to ask me about certain things in the lesson, you can send me on WhatsApp. Okay, I can answer you whenever I'm free. So we have to continue today with our new lesson, new comprehension lesson. Let's start with the vocabulary words first. Let's start with the vocabulary words. على طحينة على طحينة.
Yes.
Okay, let's read the first word with the definition and an example. على طحينة.
Yes.
Okay, read يا miss. Read the first vocabulary word with its
Contact
definition and
is
the
a
example.
touching or making of things.
So the first
When I
vocabulary
turned
word, wait a
on-
second, wait a second. The first vocabulary word is contact. Contact. So when two things or two people or whatever, okay, meet with each other, they make a contact, or they touch each other, they make a contact. Okay. Read the example.
When I turned on the gas stove, the flame made contact with the metal pot.
Okay, so look at the picture, guys. So here the flames made a contact with the metal pot. They touched each other. That's it. That's what we mean by contact. Thank you على الحين. حسين فتوني. حسين فتوني. حسين.
Yes, miss.
Okay, حسين, read the second word. حسين, are you still with me, miss? Yes, حسين. Unmute yourself, please.
Yes, yes.
Yeah, okay, yeah. Read the word with the definition and the example.
Okay. Erode means to wear or wash away very slowly. When storm erode the beach, they carry sand away from the shore.
Okay, so when we say erode, we mean to wash away or to take away very slowly. So when storms, did you read the sentence? When storms erode the beach, they carry sand away from the shore. So when there are storms, when there are storms and we have high waves and they touch the beach, when they go back again, they take away with them some sand or sometimes some garbage. Okay, so they erode away the sand with the what's found on the beach. Okay, thank you, Yahsen. Thank you. Majid. ماجد ماجد
The internet was so bad.
oh
Yes, miss.
يلا ماجد third word
Formation. A formation is something that is made of or formed.
okay, so you see, look at the picture here. They made a formation, they made a shape. For example, they made something, they formed, let's say they formed something or a shape. For example, the marching band played in formation during halftime, so they played in a certain in a specific and a beautiful shape, in a specific and a beautiful form. Not everyone played randomly, no, they played together. I think that this time the words are very easy. Thank you, Majid. Mahdi?
Yes, miss.
Yeah, the first word, please.
Moisture is a slight wetness caused by water or another liquid. I knew it had rain when I saw drops of moisture on the leaves.
Okay, so look at the leaves. I have a drop of like water or wetness, so we call it moisture. When do you see moisture most of the times? Sometimes
In rain.
when it rains, excellent. When it rains, that's right. You are asleep, let's say at night, and in the morning you wake up and
In
you
the
find
glass.
drops of water on the glass or on the windows, for example, on the balconies or on your car. So you see or you find moisture. Thank you, Mahdi. Thank you, Matt. Okay. حسن مغنية. حسن,
Yes, miss.
continue. يلا, read the fifth word.
Particles are very small bits or pieces.
Okay, so when we say particles, we mean very small bits or pieces, very small pieces, tiny pieces. Look at the picture here. What do you see? You see sand. So sand is made of what? Of very small particles. Come on, read the example sentence.
Tiny particles of sand floated in the light, shining
Tiny,
across
the dunes.
shining across the dunes.
Dunes. Okay, guys, don't you sometimes, when the light is shining in front of your eyes, don't you sometimes notice like tiny particles flying in the air? These are particles of dust, for example. And here, when the sun shines on the dunes, you will notice the tiny particles of sand as if they are flying. Thank you, Hassan. Thank you. Hassan Mughni, where are you? Hassan Mughni. Hassan, you're not with me, miss? طيب علي مروة. Sorry, excuse me. علي مروة.
Yes.
Ali, yalla read the word with the definition.
Repetition is saying or doing something over and over.
Uh-huh.
I
So
do each
continue.
exercise in a repetition of 10 and hope to increase it to 20.
Okay, so repetition. When you repeat doing something, then you are making it in repetition. That's it. For example, while making or exercising, you're making sport or exercising, you do cycles. Repeat everything. You do repetition. Okay, so every repetition cycle is made of a certain number. For example, maybe a repetition of 10, a repetition of 20. It depends on what you're exercising. Thank you, يا علي. حلا. Hala,
Yes, ma'am.
come on, read the word, please.
A structure is an arrangement
Arrangement.
arrangement of parts that fit together.
Look
My
at
little
the,
sister built a
continue.
My little sister built a structure with blocks.
Built a structure with blocks. My little sister built a structure with blocks. Look at the girl in the picture. She's making a structure. She's building a shape, for example. She's making a home, maybe, or yes, she's making a home from blocks. So she's building a structure. She's making a structure. She's arranging the blocks in a perfect way to make a shape at the end. Thank you, Hala. Who else? Brahim. Brahim.
Miss, can I?
Yes,
Let's take Brahim. The last,
yes.
read the last word with the definition.
When something is visible, it can be seen.
When something is visible, it can be seen. Uh-huh. So when you see something, you say that it's visible. When you cannot see it, you say it's invisible. Okay, read the example.
The boy's face was visible through the apartment window.
If you look at the picture, you can see the boy's face. So since you can see the boy's face, then his face is visible. Anything you can see it is visible. That's it. These are our vocabulary words. These are our vocabulary words, guys. I think that they are not difficult. They are not complicated at all this time. They are direct and easy. Yes, they are easy. Now let's have a look over the theme opener or the theme that we're going to talk about or to study. So please, guys, all of you, watch carefully this video.
Patterns. Where can you find patterns in nature? Patterns are everywhere in nature. Look at how the flight pattern of these birds and movement of the crashing waves mirror each other. Some creatures make patterns in their habitats, as this spider does with its web. Color patterns in some animals, such as zebras, offer protection through camouflage, while other patterns are just beautiful, such as the feathers of this peacock. Where else can you see patterns in nature?
So as you watched in the video, they displayed the several types of patterns or several places where we can find patterns. And when we say patterns, we mean like designs, okay, that are maybe creative, maybe because of the made of nature. Sometimes patterns are human made, okay. Sometimes they are natural, so they make a certain design, a decoration, for example, as you saw in the peacock and as you saw in the spider's web. So we're going to talk, or we're going to study about patterns in nature. We're going to see where we can find patterns also in nature other than the examples that we mentioned here in the video. So guys, our title for the lesson is Patterns of Change, page 194. Page 194. We're not going to read now the text together, the yes, the text, your reading lesson, we're not going to read it together now. But let me tell you something. Look at the picture and read the title, Patterns of Change. What do you think about what type of patterns we're going to talk, or where are we going to find patterns this time? Look at the pictures.
The desert.
Desert. What especially? Where especially in the desert? What do you mean by desert? Read
The
the
hills.
subtitles.
Mountains.
Maybe, but especially about what? Read the subtitles. Look at
Sand.
about what?
Sand.
The sand, and what is formed out of sand in nature?
Formation.
About
Granite and
patterns.
obsidian.
About patterns.
Patterns of what? Read the subtitles. Read the subtitles,
Of
guys. Look at the picture.
granite and obsidian and
Patterns of
types of
change.
rocks.
Rocks, excellent. Rocks. The types or the layers of rocks. The types of
Talking
rock.
about rock.
Yes, so
The
we're
types.
going to see patterns in rocks, how rocks are formed and how they are found in nature. So, guys, what I wanted from you for Thursday, sorry, since tomorrow we don't have an English session. So on Thursday, you have to read this lesson today and tomorrow. Read your lesson, page 194, because we're going to discuss it together. And if we still have time, we're going to start with the worksheet together also. So you're going to read about the different cycles of rocks, the different types of rocks, and how they are formed in nature in a specific pattern. So please, guys, your
Miss,
time.
I watched the lecture video.
Did you read the lesson? Did you read? I'm not asking you
What?
to watch the lecture video. Now I'm telling you that for Thursday you have to read the lesson. Patterns of Change, page
Yeah, I know.
194. So you have to read it.
I know.
Yeah, so you have to read it, okay?
It's a nice story.
What?
Miss, me, I read. Nice, like
It's
I know more things.
yes, an
More
expository,
about
an
rocks.
informational text. That's right. So read it, please, guys, carefully, so we can discuss it together on Thursday. Okay, we can discuss it together on Thursday, please, guys. Okay. So since you said
Like
Sultani,
I saw them.
like what?
These rocks, I don't see them.
No, you do not see them because you are not studying nature. But when you read the text, you will know more about the types of rocks.
Yes.
So since thank you, Hani. Let me mute you all. Okay, please. So since Hani said that he learned a lot of information, he got a lot of information about rocks. So we can say, or we can guess, that this text is informational text. Again, what do we call the informational text? Expository text. What do we find in the expository text, guys? Who wants to answer me? What
Information.
information? When we say
And facts.
facts, examples, when we find information about a certain topic and the information is supported with facts. Other than facts, how do we support, or how the writer supports this information?
He gives his personal opinion.
No, never. He never gives his personal opinion in the expository paragraph. Never.
It's real.
Real information, facts, examples. And he said, when you said
Facts.
real, you mean concrete details. Details that are taken from real life, okay? Details that you cannot deny.
They are always talking about nature.
Yes,
It's a real thing. It's
yes,
a real story.
not story. Let's say it's not story. It's an informational text. Informational text or
Yeah.
expository text, a text that talks about a certain topic. There is one topic, one main topic. I'm talking about it. I'm giving reasons, evidence, and I support my reasons and evidence with facts, examples, and concrete details, details that could not be denied at all. Okay. And also it might include the features like diagrams or lines. Let's go back. Here we have a diagram. So you see, if a writer supports his text or his topic with diagrams and pictures. Look at the pictures. He put pictures for sand and types of sand, of rocks, sorry. He put pictures for types of rocks. So this is how we write an expository text. We still have one point in the lecture, okay, which is the comprehension skill. Since we said that it's an informational text, an expository text, and we have a one topic to talk about it, then I have main idea and details. Since we had, let's say that we have, let's say a prior information or a prior idea about the text. We said that it will talk about maybe the types of rocks in nature. So what do we think the main idea will be here about this text, in our text? What would it would be about? Sorry, excuse me. It will be about the patterns in nature, which are the types of rocks and how they are formed. Do you agree with me, guys? Do you agree
Yes,
with me
yes.
that the main idea of the text
Yes.
would be?
Yes.
Okay. So after you
Yes.
read the text, you're going to tell me if the idea that we agreed on correct or no. You're going to tell me if the main idea of the text will be about the types of rocks or not in the text. But when I give a main idea, I have to support it.
Yeah, it is.
What did we agree on 2 minutes ago? We agreed on that in the expository paragraph, when we give a topic, we have to support it with details and facts. So, in other words, when I have an idea that I want to talk about, I give the main idea, and how should I support it? With details. How?
Miss,
Yes.
a supporting paragraph. It has to be real or no? Like the
Where?
facts.
The supporting
Real?
details here in the expository paragraph.
Yeah.
In the expository text should, for sure, they should be real because it's an expository paragraph. They should be facts.
Okay.
Okay. So guys, if you notice that when you have writing, when you take writing, I tell you that there is a certain topic you have to talk about it, right? So you talk about the topic, you mention the main idea and the topic sentence, then you support it with details, right? You support it with details. Am I wrong? You write about a certain topic, you mention the main idea and the topic sentence, and you support it with details in the middle. Am I right or no?
Yes.
Yes.
Good. So every text you read or
Yes.
any paragraph you read, it should have a main idea and details. So every story or paragraph has a main idea. And what does the main idea do, guys? What does the main idea do? Why do we have a main idea?
It learn us so much like things
No, it
like
teaches
this
us. It teaches us,
information.
not
We
it
have
learns
a
us.
main idea to understand the text.
It tells us what we are gonna read about.
That's the exact answer that
The
I
main
want.
idea
Yes, it
make us
tells
understand
about
the text.
it. Yes, it lets us understand the overall idea of the paragraph. This is the main idea. The main idea is the part in the paragraph that gives me the overall idea of a paragraph or a story. If it's an expository paragraph, then it will be main idea, an idea. But if it's a story, let's say it could be a lesson that you learn or a moral of a story. So specifically, we use it for stories. We say a moral or lesson, which is the same as the main idea. And the main idea is the most important part of a story or a paragraph, because if we do not have a main idea, then we do not know what we're talking about or what we are reading about. Okay, so every paragraph or every story should have a main idea. Why? Also because it helps us organize our writing. Because when I specify one main idea, then I will know what I should talk about and I will not start talking about random things. For example, if I want to talk about the advantages of sports, then I specify my main idea that it will be advantages of sports. Okay, this way I will not move to the advantages of healthy food or the advantages of technology. No, I stick to the main idea that I will write about, which is advantages of sports. So the main idea, to specify the main idea, is very beneficial and important because it will help the writer to organize his paragraph, and it will help the reader to know what he or she will read about. Okay, so the reader will not get confused. After I mention the main idea, it's not enough to mention just the main idea, and it's not enough to say that I will talk about the advantages of sports. What should I
You
do?
have to put details.
We have to add details. Why we add details? To support the main idea, to give more information, to explain it wisely, okay, to explain it better. So the main idea is like the heart. Here we compared the main idea to the heart because it's the main point of the paragraph or a story. It's the controlling idea, and all the other supporting details in the text within a paragraph, they tell more about the main idea, like Mahdi said. Now it's not enough to stick to the topic or to the main idea. We have to tell more about it, so we have to give supporting details about the main idea. And so the supporting details are the things that describe or talk about the main idea. They give more information about the main idea, and they also make the main idea stronger. Stronger. So when you read the text, you will notice the main idea with supporting details to make it stronger. Okay? Right. Let's have this example. Kareem. Kareem. Kareem.
Yes, miss.
Can you read this paragraph, please?
Okay. Niagara Falls is one of the most beautiful sights in North America. It is one of Niagara River halfway between Lake Ontario,
Ontario. Ontario.
Ontario and Lake Erie. Niagara Falls is located on the American and Canadian border.
Border.
The American Falls in 167 feet high. On the
Canadian.
Canadian side, the
Shoe. Shoe. The
shoe
horseshoe
falls is
falls.
161 feet high.
Okay. So this is a paragraph. Karim, can you tell me the main idea of this paragraph? What is this paragraph mainly talking about?
It's about the countries and its full height.
The countries and so high. We're talking about the countries here.
No, not the countries is the main
What we're
idea.
specifically talking about here, what we're explaining, what we're giving information about what? We're giving information about what?
About
Right, let me ask you guys a question.
Miss, can I do it?
Where do we mainly, no Mahdi, let me give a chance for others. Where do we mainly get the main idea from? From which part of the paragraph we mainly get the main idea?
Topic
From the
sentence.
topic or from the beginning of the paragraph? From the beginning of the paragraph or from the topic sentence we get the main idea. Excellent. If we read the first sentence, Niagara
Miss?
Falls, yes, Miss.
Do you saw the picture that I picture it for you, the writing?
Miss, you interrupted me now to ask me about the writing. I'm explaining something very important. No, I didn't have enough time to
sorry.
correct all the writing yesterday. So please, when I correct them,
Sorry.
you can see the grade on the application. I will tell you, no problem. So guys, let's go back. You get the main idea from the beginning of the paragraph or from the topic sentence mainly, which here, if we read it, Niagara Falls is one of the most beautiful sights in North America. So this sentence shows me that I will talk about Niagara Falls and how beautiful they are. Okay, so this is the main idea, the main idea of the paragraph. I take it or I know it from the topic sentence or from the first sentence in the paragraph. This is the main idea. Okay, so I will talk about Niagara Falls, especially how beautiful they are. Now, if I want to ask about the supporting details for this main idea, what the supporting details are? What the supporting details are? Ali Tahini.
It's like there are lakes and stuff.
Okay, so the first sentence it's on Niagara River, halfway between Lake Ontario and Lake Erie. This is the first detail about the Niagara Falls. Okay, this is detail one. Thank you, Mahdi. Let's give a chance for others. Anyone else? Ali Tahini, you want to give me a second detail about Niagara Falls
Yes,
paragraph?
Niagara Falls is located on the American and Canadian border.
Okay, good. This is detail number two. They're talking about the borders or the location for the Niagara Falls. Excellent. This is detail number two. Okay, guys, I want you to pay attention to something. Sometimes after the detail, you find an example. So the example is not considered a supporting detail. And if you find for here, for example, blah, 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 then the sentence doesn't make a detail. It makes an example that supports the first detail. Okay? Do we still have any other supporting details here? Yes, we still have any other supporting details. What are they? Who can give me another supporting detail? Majid?
Yes, miss.
Excuse me. Majid, unmute yourself again.
Yes,
Unmute.
miss.
Okay. Can you give me a third detail about Niagara Falls?
The American, oh no,
The
on
American,
that,
the American what? The American Falls is
that
167
the
feet
American
high.
Falls is 167 feet high.
Okay, here because I'm giving more details about the American falls, the falls on the American side. So you see, guys, you might find the three, you might find 10 supporting details. It depends on the idea that I'm talking about. So when we say main idea, we mean the main topic that we're reading or we're talking about in a certain paragraph. And mainly, I figure out the main idea. I figure out the main idea from the beginning of the paragraph from the beginning, which we mean by the beginning by the topic sentence. And after the topic sentence or the main idea, I will find supporting details to support the idea, the main idea, or make it stronger or to give more details about it. So this was our lecture for this week. Don't forget to read your lesson because we're going to discuss it together on Thursday. And if we have time, we're going to start with solving some exercises. So please, for Thursday, revise.
Miss, do we have a flip grid this week?
No, 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 no. We don't have a flip grid. Revise the vocabulary words, revise the lecture, read your lesson, okay, and get well prepared on Thursday to explain the lesson together. And again, I repeat for those who weren't with us from the beginning, guys, we're going to take the support session on Thursday in the afternoon, okay, at 4. Thursday on the afternoon at 4, the support session, if you would like to attend, okay? Okay, guys.